Say it, yes, I know. At this point, it's a personal problem. I know. I shouldn't have even mentioned it here in the boardroom. But since I decided to sue that woman, Hernando, I think that the firm may suffer repercussions from this. Well, obviously, there's going to...
Hey guys, good to have you back here. This is Demuda. Thank you for logging onto my YouTube channel. So we're doing a quick review on the last episode of Law of the Heart. Of course, it started with the member of staff of Ortega's associates still in the boardroom. They were analyzing Elias' situation with his mistress, how far it has come, and what they think are the likely implications when he sues her or not. So many of them had a different opinion, like some thinking, oh, manipulative, others, Rosa and Ivy, always on the opposite side, telling him he doesn't know what who he was involved with and how he got to the extent. So we also have a lot of activities ongoing. After the Nick is telling Alfredo about the investigative processes, how far he's gone with the process and everything they need to know to get Camilo out of prison. So Camilo and Alfredo eventually involved Nick Ortega's in this, so they'll find the best solutions in ensuring that Camilo is out of prison. Discussing about Mrs. Averia. So the woman who came in the last episode, where the husband not just only had to, like, it also really annoying. How would you hate your wife to that extent and do not hesitate? You cheat on her, you hate her, and you do not even hesitate to tell it to people how much you dislike her. For me, it was a no, and she, for that reason, she had to come to the conclusion that she definitely at this time wants a divorce in her marriage. So in the last episode, we also saw that Melina was at the reception waiting to see Elias. Now this time, honestly, she's in his office and Elias gave it to her very straight, like he is ready to sue her. He's not ready. He doesn't even want to know whatever comes out of it, either positive or negative. Like, the guy is ready to have his family back. I wonder what Melanie is thinking, or like, so people go to that extent to just destroy home, to destroy family. Of course, he's paying for his sins, for cheating on his wife, for not letting his old age be disciplined. But truth be told, these are some of the things that happen in everyday life, and people women just try as much as possible to go to the extreme to destroy family and also manipulate. People also do not report issues because of such manipulations. They just are silent. And she explained to him that she really liked him at some point. That was why she really got involved. She liked him emotionally, and also for the gains financial. Julia, Pablo, Julia, and they like that the fact that Julia is working at the Ortega firm, and they foresee that she will be a great infuse or an addition to the firm. Who wouldn't even like her? She's smart, she's beautiful, and she's coming with so much like really positive and good energy into the firm. So I like her. Even me here from here, I like her too. So Mrs. Maria Christian comes to the law firm and bring gifts for Alfredo. You know, that great woman, the very lovely Julian's mom, Mrs. Maria Christian. She comes into the office with a gift for Alfredo, and coincidentally, Ivan gets to meet her or just sight her at the reception, and behold, he went to Carmel to get who the lady was, and of course Carmel definitely told him everything, and he's wondering what case she is Alfredo is handling for them. And at this time, him and Rosa, they are about to find every means possible to make sure their plans of bringing Pablo Alfredo down and ensuring that Rosa gets a top position in the office. Like, this is just their mission. The truth is this: sometimes so many things in the office, everyday life, some of these things actually happen. People could do anything, go the extra mile to bring down others, or look for evidences to bring down people. So it's that same woman whose husband came the last time I said he wanted to divorce her. At this time, she's really like everything she's just want, since he's not interested in her any longer. She's of course depressed, but she just want everything to flow, get what she has to get from the marriage and move on. But even at this time, Julia still advises her and let her know that this is her life, this is her future. She has to stand up for it. But sometimes this is kind of really very strange. After a long, you just realize that your spouse do not like you anymore. it's not so easy. It's not so easy like that, but so many things could happen, because so many things could eventually go wrong if you keep being in the marriage. Either ways, either it merges and get better, or it separates finally. So in law, like what Julia advises her, of course, that since she's in concession, she wants it divorced, they can go ahead and do all of that. Maria and it gets to court, so it is time for the hearing of Morales Pablo, Cristobal rather, Morales and Cristobal, the one who killed his wife. So Nick and Maria went to the hearing, and eventually, so happy for them that the judge ruled in favor against Cristobal. So he's sentenced. He will be in prison for some time until the final hearing and conclusion on how long he will be sentenced. And so they're also planning to get the custody. The family of the bride is also trying to get custody of the kids. At least they're so happy that justice is being served on that case. Maria and Nick, they're happy that justice is being served on the case. Rosa is up with her mission to Alfredo's office. They want to find every means, anyhow whatsoever, to make sure that they find allegations against Alfredo, and they just want to bring that clique. They're in cliques in the office. They just want to bring that clique down. She's up with a mission. Nick, Alfredo, Maria. Nick, Alfredo leaves the office. So at this time, Rosa had the opportunity to get into his office and look for the file of and look for the file of Julia's mom. She gets it and she's wild, like, okay, this is the case, why is it not in the open, and all of that. Of course, she's going to discuss with her partner Ivan, so that they'll plan on the next step of action. What did she do? I didn't forget, she actually kept the file, the document in a file, which is for Orlando's review. So definitely when the fight gets to Orlando's table, he would see it, and let's see what would escalate in the next let's see how much that would escalate in the next episode, because she's already done her deal and they're waiting for the next line of action, or what Orlando would do on that. So Isabel wants to meet Julia, and we hope everything worked out fine for them. So this time, gossip, Nick and Maria are really gossipy. They wish Pablo they're really gossipy about Pablo and Julia. They suspect they really and so much like each other, and they're still wondering why Pablo had to bring her into the love firm if he likes her so much. So that is still one of the reasons why they are not sure the love is he's so much in love with her. They are both fighting. Julia is fighting it, Pablo is fighting it, but I'm sure somewhere along the line there would always be a middle point. This love, this likeness, this is it trying no this circle, yes, this circle, let me call it a circle, a love circle, would not just end like this, because Camilo is somewhere in prison. We know it will definitely end somewhere, so we keep our fingers crossed as we look forward to that in the long run. Pablo is tired of Julia and Cata meet at the reception. This is so interesting for me. I really don't know why anytime I see Cata and this her emotional balance and imbalance, I'm so thrilled, like, okay, her reactions, the way she does it, like, of course, ladies now at some point you just need a companion, you need love, so I wouldn't blame her so much. So she and Cata, it's a close of business. She and Cata, they meet at the reception. Julia and Cata, they meet at the reception. So the discussion will continue, and then Pablo is tired of asking Julia for a date, and then because Cami actually asked him, so he's tired. He just wants to he just want to give her some space. So Julia and Cata, they discuss her emotions. She confides in her and tell her how much she's crushed, she's loved Alfredo for the last 2 years, but of course now she's got to move on with her life. She has a date with an invisible person, and she's thrilled about it. And okay, let's see what happens, and promises to tell Julia the story in the next episode. So we're looking forward to that story, because I'm also interested in this story. The last date she had with Amado, it didn't work out fine. She left that scene furious and left that scene. So at this time again, Ivan and Rosa, they analyze the case and plan on how to ruin whatever is happening, whatever, because Ivy wonders why the case hasn't got into Onando and got into him. So if there is anything that comes into the law firm, it has to go through the normal process. I'm sure that is where Alfredo and Pablo they missed it, but let's see what Onando would do to them. We expect to also see that in the next episode. The next thing is Marella wants to abort her baby. Marella is one of the staff in the office assistant who got pregnant the last time, and she was telling us like, okay, her husband doesn't really care, so for that reason she's not interested in keeping the baby. At this time she has decided she wants to get rid of the baby. So her colleague is really comforting her, showing her empathy, and promises to be by her side through this process and the decision she comes up with. Catalina meets her date, a very cute doctor, so she's okay, thrilled. She's thrilled. She's thrilled, like, okay, they're having a conversation. I'm sure all of this will definitely unveil in the next episode. Nick and his friend for a housewarming, they are surveying, you know, Nick in the usual way with women, having eyes for good women and so many other things around that. So, and the next episode, the last in this episode is Mr. Pablo is coming home, and guess what? His wife is planning to poison him. So he captures from the window his side and also see her that she's still putting the liquid into his soup. So let's see what happens, because they told him to bring sample of the food poisoning to be sure before they can make a case against her. So that was where this episode of Law of the Heart ended. It's been so truly so full of intrigues, suspense, love, likeness, and everything very good and positive. And so we look for the suspense they have given us in this episode. We look forward to seeing them in the next episode. So, and I continue from there like that. Again, I'm your girl Essie with that. And did I forget to mention, okay, another place where the Law of the Heart played out was where in the case of Ivera, Pablo had to ask Julia that if he was in her situation, what would she have done? And he said, okay, she explained to her and said, in that case, always abide by the law of the heart. We all have the law in our heart. We all have our emotions tell us what is right. So we should always abide by that in everything we do. Until I come your way again, I am your girl, Essie Demudia. Thank you for being here with me on my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed here, kindly subscribe. Do me a favor, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're seeing this Law of the Hearts, kindly let me know your thoughts, your views, and your opinion in the comment section on this episode, and what you expect to see in the next episode. Until I come your way again, I am Essie Demudia. See you when next we come. Bye.